right, cool. Well, welcome everybody. I'm Kyle Meyer with Virginia Main Street, and this is our Exploring Main Street community, Interchange. So we'll be going for about an hour. We're going to be featuring South Hill today. So if you're not familiar with Microsoft Teams, that's what we're working off of. Here are a few little tips and tricks. Just keep yourself muted during the meeting. We are recording. You'll see that little red dot up in the left-hand corner there. And use the chat feature for questions and comments. Of course, you can unmute yourself when we start going through some sort of our icebreaker slide here in just a moment. I'm going to be calling on each of you guys, but feel free to raise your hand if I miss you. So the chat is all the way there on the left. That's that little thought bubble. Then you've got your list of attendees. You can raise your hand there to ask a question. You know, we all love little emojis, so feel free to utilize those at your will. If you're having trouble hearing or need to adjust any of your settings, of course, you got those three little dots: camera on, mic on, and then the very last button is to leave, and you won't need that for a little while here. So what we're doing first is, like I said, we want to run through and kind of meet everybody who is attending here today. And then we're going to talk about your annual reports, some grant opportunities that are coming up. We have Sandra Tanner as our guest speaker to talk about South Hill, and then a little bit of reflection about some of those highlights, and then talk about some announcements, and then send you guys off with all this knowledge to change the world. So let's go ahead and work through our group here and see who we have attending. So I am literally going to move through my gallery here and just call on you. So be ready. It could happen at any time. Your gallery is probably arranged in a little different order than mine. So first is Denise Barksdale. Please say your name, where you're joining from, and just one project that you're excited to tackle in 2025 in the coming year.
Good morning. Denise Barksdale, Assistant Manager for the Town of Halifax.
Nice.
And
welcome.
One big project that we are tackling, actually starting now, but mainly into 2025, will be our former Exxon gas station property that has been dilapidated for many, many years now. And that is being renovated into a restaurant and bar entertainment hub going into next year. So we are extremely excited about that project.
Congratulations. That sounds exciting, Denise.
Thank you. It's very exciting.
Yeah. All right. How about Ellen Copeland? There, Ellen.
Yes. Hi, I'm Ellen Copeland. I'm representing the town of Warsaw in Warsaw, Virginia. I'm actually executive assistant to the town manager, and we have several exciting projects. We've done a number of wonderful things in the town over the last 10 years. But our latest one that we are working on coming to fruition is we're going to do a community market. So we are renovating, repurposing an old building as well. And we hope to have people that will come and share their wares and sell different things, food and farm goods and all that kind of stuff. So we are projecting hopefully by 2025 or 6 to have that come to fruition.
Ellen, that's exciting, and I'm so glad to see Warsaw here. So welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I represent the eastern part of our program in the Commonwealth. So I work with you guys. So anytime you want to talk, please reach out. All right. How about Reagan Walsh?
Hey everybody, I'm Reagan with the Town of Wise. I think one of the projects that we're really looking forward to is our food truck incubator project. It's going to be located between pretty much our downtown and UVA Wise, and the plan is to have up to 3 food trucks on a semi-permanent lease, where I think we're going to start with existing food trucks just to get it going, but then have maybe one that remains and someone that wants to open up a restaurant, they can start in a food truck, go through some business training, build their clientele and their product, and then After a certain point, we try to help them find a bricks and mortar location. So we're looking forward to that, and the college is pretty happy about it too.
Absolutely. Great example and wonderful project. Thanks, Reagan. How about Susan Witt? Uh-oh, microphone issues. Okay, we'll come back to you then. How about Rebecca Marsh?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rebecca Marsh. I'm the Economic Development Specialist with the City of Salem, Virginia. I'm recently featured on you guys' blog, so thank you so much for that support and shout out. One of the things that we're really excited about is our new apartments that are coming online. So we took an old meat packing facility and transforming that plot of land into 300 luxury apartments. They're the first time we've got new apartments in a very long time here in Salem. They're going to be incredibly nice. And we're really excited to see how that transforms the neighborhood that they're located in. So the Valleydale Apartments is definitely something that we are very much so looking forward to here in Salem.
Excellent. Thank you, Rebecca, and welcome. All right, I don't want to massacre somebody's name here. Is that, let's see, Columbia Pike, who's joining us? Josu?
Well, it's me, everyone.
Yeah.
My name is Josue.
Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, I'm in Arlington, Virginia. One project that we're actually looking forward to is revamping our farmers market. I think it's been running for over 30 years, but we definitely want to make it much more attractive to the community. So we're looking to do that in the coming year.
Nice. Thank you, Josue. How about Leslie Crawford? All right, we can come back to you, Leslie. Be ready. Come back around again. Hopefully your microphone's working. How about Deidre?
Hi, Kyle. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you, Deidre?
I'm coming all the way from little Toano, Virginia, the Toano Historical Society. And right now we are hopefully finalizing our walking tour through historic Toano and also expanding our historic district. That's something that we're working on right now. And we're still doing our beautiful farmers market every Saturday morning that people seem to love so much. So
Excellent. Thank you, Deidre. How about Kimberly Martin?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kimberly Martin. I'm the Special Projects Coordinator for the town of Lawrenceville. And one project that we will be continuing into 2025 is expanding our Christmas decoration collection, and we're actually incorporating our new decor this year to make it into a walking tour in our historic downtown, and the goal is to actually expand that for our community. And then two, in early 2025, our one of the buildings downtown is the former Peebles building is actually going to be finished, and for the rehabilitation project is mixed use, and the apartments will be upstairs and downstairs will be retail. So we are really excited about that. And it has been a project that has been ongoing in our historic downtown, but we are really, really excited to see people downtown to bring, the foot traffic in our small, beautiful, historic little small town.
Excellent. Thank you, Kimberly, and welcome, Lawrenceville. It's great to see you guys here. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How about Teresa? I have a Teresa, no last name. All right, Teresa, we can come back around to you. How about Lauren?
Hi, I'm Lauren Mathena with Mid-Atlantic Broadband and the SOVA Innovation Hub, and we are in the Destination Downtown Main Street District in South Boston, Virginia. And we're excited about expanding our campus. We have purchased the building next door, and so that is a work in progress.
All right,
There'll be
welcome, Lauren.
additional co-working space.
Excellent, thank you. How about Reggie? It's good to see you, Reggie. Or hear from you.
Great to see you and everyone, Kyle. I'm Reggie Tabor from the town of Dumfries, and a project that we're tackling is a new gaming emporium and hotel that's opening, and connecting that to historic resources, and thereby establishing a walkable downtown.
Wonderful. That's a big project there, Reggie. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Who else do we have? Leslie, did you get things working with your mic? No? How about Sarah Mosley?
Good morning. I'm Sarah Mosley from the town of Lovettsville, and I am the Community Engagement and Economic Development Coordinator for our town. And I would say the two big projects that we are working on is we are in the process of developing a town map for all of our different establishments in town, as well as a RAC card to advertise tourism for our town, since we are uniquely located by West Virginia and Maryland. So we want to start reaching out to the different bed and breakfasts and hotels that are outside of our area.
Wonderful. Got some marketing projects going on. Thank you, Sarah. How about Krista Manns?
Hi guys, I'm Krista Manns. I live in Bowling Green, Virginia, and our town is new to this. We just got accepted into the emerging Main Streeter, and we are actively applying to get into the next level. So that's pretty much on our plate at the moment. Nothing as exciting as these like fun projects, but I'm hoping that next year we'll have fun projects to talk about.
Absolutely. Inspiration, see the possible. That's what all this is about. I'm so glad you're here, Krista. All right, so let's see. As far as some of our remaining folks, I see some numbers. So no faces, no names, but how about 540-892-0021, 0021? Is that somebody can pipe up? Want to give you an opportunity. Or how about the last four digits, 4234? Sometimes it's a little harder to participate by phone, isn't it? Or
Kyle,
002.
*6 to unmute or something like that. If anyone
There you
needs
go.
to.
Yeah, if anybody wants to out of the perfect.
Hey,
great.
This is 4234.
Hey, 4234, welcome.
Hey, it's actually Mary with the town of Bedford. Sorry, my Teams wasn't working here in rural Virginia. Hey. So our update for the town of Bedford, we're currently working on our comprehensive plan revision, and very excited about that because we also have an RFP out for a downtown strategic plan that would be used to supplement the whole of the comprehensive plan.
Hey, that's a powerful tool to have a plan. That's exciting to hear. It's going to lead to some beautiful things, I'm sure. And how about any of the other numbers that are left? Now that I'm noting to get those directions for unmuting for the phone, put that up on that first slide, the meeting controls.
Hi there, this is Savannah Frazier with the town of...
Go on, yeah.
Hey there, everyone. So yes, I'm calling in on phone, but I am Savannah Frazier, Events and Marketing Director with the town of Newmarket. I'm excited to be here, everybody. Sounds like they have some great things going on. One exciting project that we have coming up, we recently purchased a lot, an empty lot here in town, so we are working on the planning stages of what that lot will look like. Hopefully it'll be the home to our love sign, and down the road we will potentially have a permanent structure for we will move our market down there, and then hosting some more events on that lot as well.
I love hearing all these projects. We've got marketing ones, we've got some placemaking projects going on, some market development. Beautiful. You guys are working it. Is there anybody that we've left out that would like to speak up and say hello?
Good morning. This is Phil Muskovic with the Historic Town of Crew. We've got quite a few things going on downtown. We've got our we've contracted with Hill Studio for developing our downtown revitalization plan, and I'm applying for other grants for one for our railroad museum, one for our town office, which is also on our main street. So just a lot going on.
Yeah, absolutely. And what was your first name again, or what was your name again?
This is Phil Muskovic, Town of Crew.
Phil. Thank you, Phil. Awesome.
Yep.
And then I think one of the last that we haven't gotten to, I want to give Laura Messer an opportunity to speak up and say hello. We're glad you're here.
Everybody, Laura Messer, Virginia Tourism Corporation. I support a variety of Chesapeake Bay and coastal Virginia communities, and so also happy to pass along information to the other destination development managers. If you don't know who your DDM is, I'm happy to help connect you to them. And so thanks for having me, Kyle. Always just happy to listen and hear VMS updates from everybody.
Sure, absolutely, Laura. Welcome. And feel free to throw that into the chat so that everybody has that information if you're able to do that easily. All right. Well, that was a long introduction, but worthwhile to hear everything that's going on. I'm going to pass the torch to Zachary so he can review some of the annual reporting stuff. So let me get to that.
Well, thank you, Kyle. And just echoing Kyle, it's really great to hear from all of you and to see a lot of you today on the Interchange. It's time once again for active EMS communities to complete or at least start working on their annual reports, really detailing your program's progress over the past year. The information that you are providing to VMS through your report greatly helps in identifying new opportunities to support and enhance your community's Main Street initiatives that you all have been talking about, over the year ahead. So reflecting on last year's annual report, I did want to mention that we could confidently say that the responses received were very valuable. As they provided deeper insights into revitalization efforts underway across the state in 60 plus EMS communities in our network, and also highlighted where additional technical assistance is needed from Virginia Main Street. These reports also help us identify communities that are ready or possibly ready to take on the Mobilizing Main Street program, as some of you are mentioned today, and potentially pursue advancing Virginia Main Street designation. Like last year, you'll complete your report via Microsoft Forms, and a link is going to be sent to you to all EMS communities on November 4th. You'll have 2+ months to complete the required sections and gather additional information, so there's no rush to submit immediately. So as long as you have everything submitted by January 15th, you'll be in good shape. And while most of you are already familiar with what's expected, we do have a handful of new EMS communities that will be completing the report for the first time. So let's just take a few moments to outline the report's key contents, as well as for those that may want a refresher. Completing your annual report should take 30 minutes or less. However, should your community choose to complete the optional economic development data section, which VMS does strongly encourage, additional time may be required there. That data, such as how much private and public investment was made into your downtown or commercial district in 2024, or how many businesses were created and or expanded over the past year, helps you to tell your local story and demonstrate impact. So that's why we place a lot of importance on this. If you end up having questions or want to learn more about effective ways to gather data so that you can complete this section to the best of your ability, please reach out to your VMS representative for guidance. We're really happy to help walk you through that. In addition to the economic development data, you'll be asked to simply provide up-to-date contact and community information, what communications you have subscribed to and or are currently receiving from the Virginia Main Street program, whether or not you've engaged with your VMS representative in 2024, and how he or she, more importantly, can best support your community in 2025. What efforts you've made to improve your downtown or commercial district over the past year, what VMS sponsored trainings that you and other volunteers have attended over the past year, and finally, anything else you'd like to share with the VMS team for comments, questions, concerns. Please, be frank and upfront with us if you would like to talk more. So when you begin to complete your report, please don't hesitate to reach out if you need any assistance. We greatly appreciate the time and effort that you invest in providing us with this information, and we are happy to help in any way that we can. Before turning things over to our guest speaker, Amy is going to briefly discuss upcoming VMS grant opportunities that your EMS program may want to consider as you plan for the year ahead, and the theme of today being very forward-looking. So I'll turn it over to Amy now.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thanks,
Zachary.
Zachary. So, going on that vein of all those great projects that you all have going on, we do have our application period coming up in the new year. The first will be our Community Vitality Grant, and this is really intended to assist communities or your organization in achieving the long-term downtown revitalization goals. This grant is a little more open-ended on what you can do with it.
Hey.
Yes?
So they're going to send us a $400,000.
Okay. So for eligibility, this is just for our exploring main streets and for our mobilizing main streets, which is something to keep in mind if you do intend to apply for mobilizing. The maximum award amount is $15,000, and we do require a 2-to-1 match for that, and that can be monetary or in kind. And these applications open February 3rd, 2025, and they close April 25th, 2025. So you have some time now to start thinking about what kind of projects you would like, and then you can also talk to us as well. Next slide, Kyle. The second grant that we have available for you all is the Financial Feasibility Grant, and this addresses significant white elephant buildings or structures and can help identify the highest and best use of these properties. This is available to all of our communities in the Virginia Main Street program. Priority is given to advancing Main Street communities because they are a higher capacity typically. The maximum award amount is up to $25,000 for this, and there is no match required for this. And this is a rolling application for fiscal year 26. The application will open on February 3rd, and it is a first come, first serve grant. So just keep that in mind. If you do want to go after this one, you want to do it sooner than later. Next slide, please. And then for more information, you can always consult the Virginia Main Street Grant Manual. We have some case studies in there, more information about the match and the requirements for each grant. You can also check out the Virginia Main Street blog. We have some case studies and other project ideas there that you can look through. And then we are going to have a How to Apply webinar on January 1st, 2025. And you can always reach out to your assigned VMS PA. We'll have the map at the bottom. And of course, if you don't know who your PA is, you can just email the general Main Street email. Back to you, Zachary.
Thank you, Amy. So our guest speaker today is Sandra Tanner, Executive Director of the South Hill Chamber of Commerce. She and other local change makers are committed to supporting and advancing the business community in South Hill, Virginia, as well as seeing its historic downtown thrive. I'm now going to turn things over to Sandra for her to share a little bit about the positive changes that are happening within the locality and how they're planning for future growth. So take it away, Sandra.
Thank you for that introduction, Zachary. And as he said, I'm the Executive Director of the South Hill Chamber of Commerce. I came to the Chamber a little over a year ago, and I found that our Chamber wears many hats. We're an EMS community, we're a Chamber, we're a visitor center, we're a DMO, Destination Marketing Organization, and we also do plan the events for the town. Next. So today I'm going to give you a little bit of background on what's been going on, what kind of happened before I got there, the Reimagine South Hill 2032, the grants that we received, the strategies that we put into place, and also our next steps, where we're going to the future. Next. The Chamber of Commerce has the designation, or had the designation, of an EMS community. And we know that one of the things that we need to do is to build capacity to become a Main Street community. And so next. The Chamber has the designation of an EMS community. They received that before I got there. And so things have been put in place, and we have a plan of action. Next. So the Reimagine South Hill 2032, the grants that we received, thank you very much to DHCD for these grants. We received the Virginia Business District Resurgence Grant, the VBDRG, of $50,000. You know, the state loves their acronyms. The Rural Community Development Initiative Grant, RCDI grant, which is the one that I've been working with, for $30,000. And we also received a Virginia Tourism grant for $10,000. For those of you that don't know, I came here from Virginia Tourism, and this was my area. So this funding was given as match for the RCDI grant. And then we also received ARPA funds from Virginia Tourism through the county, $50,000. Next. With our Virginia Business District Resurgence Grant, this was done before I came in, and it's been a wonderful thing. We put in place a plan for our entryways, and we also developed an outdoor space at the chamber office that can be used for events. We use it for our fall events. We will have music there. We have groups that actually come and eat out there and enjoy the downtown, and it's a green space in the middle of town. We also got developed a love sign through that grant, and then we got technical assistance from our VMS representative, Zachary, who has been a tremendous help to me since I came in, as we are dealing with moving forward. Next. With our RCDI grant, we hired Hill Studio to come in and do a beautification landscape improvement plan, and also with some downtown living, because we know that if you want feet on the street, you need to have people down there. And when there's more people walking around, then businesses will see it as a vibrant area and want to come there and move there. The other part of that, with the funding or grant funding from VTC, we were able to put a mural in place, have a mural painted. And as you see that was just done September the 30th. Next. Our Renaissance pretty much started with the downtown or with the renovations and reuse of the old South Hill Elementary School, which has been turned into loft apartments and apartment living, and also a restaurant and event space that we utilize quite often. And we know that we need some downtown apartments. So the two buildings that you see down there are ones that we're going to be looking at to bring apartments into the area. Next. So some of the strategies that we put in place to develop a vibrant and beautiful downtown. Next. The first thing that we needed was new branding. So we developed new branding. We hired, this is what the ARPA funds, we hired 5 Points Creative out of Roanoke. They developed our branding, and you can see that in the corner. We also have developed taglines of South Hill, discover your own. That's for our tourism end. Discover your own adventure, discover your own favorite restaurant, discover your own entertainment. And then we have South Hill, make it your own. And that's a tagline for our chamber, for our businesses to be able to use. Make it your own business, make it your own downtown, make it your own home. Next. The other thing that we have a visitor center that is a certified visitor center. So we made sure and changed that so that we're open 7 days a week. It's a hub for the small business development. We have someone there once a month that will help our businesses and work with them from SBDC. It's a hub for our residents, new. We have new visitor packet or new resident packets. It's a hub for visitors to come in, and it's a hub where our events are held. We know that the visitor center is important for many things because what we want is to make sure that all of our visitors come to this, and then we can get them out to our businesses. We can promote our businesses through the visitor center because they have information in there. We promote the area to the visitors, and like I said, our events are there. Next. The other thing that we needed, and we received ARPA funds for, we developed this brochure that's in all of the welcome centers around the state. It's in local regional visitor centers. If you don't have it, contact me at the South Hill Chamber. We'll get it to you. The call to action of our brochure on the left is to come to the visitor center, because we know once we can get you in there, we can sell you on our businesses and get people in there, and bottom line, to help our businesses grow and prosper. Once you get in there, we have our coupon guide that we developed, and those coupons are for all of our downtown businesses. So you can actually walk from the visitor center, and there are discount coupons in there for everything from restaurants to our downtown dentist. If you need orthodontic work, it's $300 off of your orthodontic work. And so we had a really, really good mix of downtown businesses that supported the coupon guide. And we hope that you will come and pick it up and use it at our locations. Next. The county actually started a mural project with the ARPA funds, and they developed, they had Girls Who Paint come in, and they did 6 murals in 6 days around the 6 towns in the county of Mecklenburg. And so they called it Mural Mania. And this is the mural for South Hill. In our plan from Hill Studios, it actually showed that they were using a mural. And so with a little bit of kind of switching around, DHCD helped us to be able to utilize the funding for the mural in South Hill. Now, we plan to have a mural trail of our own, which is in the downtown area, so we can get people walking around, seeing the murals, tagging us on social media, and we're going to do some type of scavenger hunt that you will include your murals, and then also include different unique things in other restaurants around the town, so that we can get people moving around, and then they'll win a little prize. Next. These are the murals that we already have in place. As you can see, our mural in the middle there, and it is an ode to our agrarian history. And it also has 2 interactive pieces there where you can actually take a bite of the watermelon, or you can hold your hand out and hold the butterfly on your hand. The other 2 murals that are in place at the top have our a welcoming sign that comes in one of the entryway signs, and then also talks about our park system, which is for children with disabilities, but also it's an interactive park where everyone can come and play together. We are actually expanding that. We're actually adding a dog park. All of this is within the walking distance of the downtown. And as you can see, the building there, we have a lot of buildings that we like to have for reuse. The building, the Prissy Hippie, was a bus station, and it was Greyhound bus station. And now it is a hairdresser, and she had already kind of started the artwork in downtown. And when the mural project started, she had this other one down here in the corner done recently. The building that's there that's blank, we're going to have a new mural placed on that. The high school students are actually putting that together. It'll be one like the other two, where they can be moved if they have to another building. That'll be placed on there probably before the end of this year. So we're really excited about that. We're also in the process of getting names of mural artists, so that if you know any, please let me know. We have other buildings in the town that want to participate in this as well. So we're hoping that the town mural project or the county mural project kind of feeds into ours and ours feeds into theirs, so that we can get them into the county, we can get them moving around, we can get them into South Hill, we can keep them in South Hill, we can keep them moving around there with our murals. Next. So our events, we plan events to bring people into the downtown. On December 6th, this corner will transform into next. A Winter Wonderland, and it is our Hometown Christmas, which is our signature event. We add new things to the events each year, and with that whole corner, and then we're starting to do a comprehensive marketing effort where we take our downtown businesses, our retail, and they'll have something specific that's going to drive them and drive the visitors into their door, or drive customers into their door. Next. We also decorate our town for this event. We have what we call the lamppost contest, and everyone decorates the lamppost up and down the street. That's another way that we have to get people moving around, walking around town, visiting our businesses that are in the downtown. And it's quite competitive. Mine wasn't on there. I thought mine was good, but the one next to it was the winner last year, which was the hospital with the operation game. But it beautifies our town through that whole weekend. Next. Last year, we added a gingerbread house competition where you brought your gingerbread house in. This one was at 313, and it was so big that we could not, they could not get it in there. So that was displayed throughout the whole Christmas season at 313. And we're doing that again this year, along with several other things. They're going to have holiday tea parties there. They're expanding what they have. They're having their holiday buffet on the day of our parade. So my businesses are getting into Hometown Christmas, so that now we're more integrated on all of what we're doing. And hopefully this year, we're going to be bringing people in from the outside. I'm working with my hotels now to develop packages for Hometown Christmas. So our next steps, our goals is to build on the strategies that we have implemented, to continue the relationships with the South Hill Revitalization Committee and the Shops of South Hill and the town that we have, to apply for the Mobilizing Main Street grant. We want to take the county's comp plan. That's going to be adopted in January, and we want to really look at that and see what it was and what the people want. And then we're going to look at our businesses to see if there's anything that they can do, if they change their business plan just a little, that will fill a void and a need in the community, and also drive businesses into, or drive people into those businesses, and to be able to support those businesses. So we're looking forward to that coming out. We have been having speakers that are coming in and talking to our downtown businesses and members about this, and Alex Gottschalk will be doing a coffee chat in January, so that our businesses can come and hear exactly what was in the comp plan. So then we can have and we can start developing a business gap analysis based on what that and what the Southside Planning District Commission has for us. And then to continue the mural project, continue to add to those, because that will entail, that way we'll have a walking tour of the town through the murals. And also our end goal is to work towards becoming a Main Street America community. Next. So in closing, we're utilizing all of our resources, developing partnerships, to develop our downtown. We're going to use our plan and start implementing it. There's already funding in the current budget for to start the implementation. In January, we will hold a community meeting so we can invite the public in to see the plan. While we've already had all the input sessions, it's always good to let the community look at it. They may have some ideas that we did not come up with and things that we can add to bring more people into the downtown, bring more businesses into the downtown. And we also will be working with Southside Planning District Commission on applying for grants. There's some grants that we will apply for as the EMS community, and then there are also some grants that the town will be applying for. So thank you for having me and hearing all about the exciting things. The Hometown Christmas this year, all of you need to come. We have a lot of fun stuff going on the 6th, 7th, and the parade on the 8th. Thank you.
You're muted, Kyle.
Oh boy, you think I'd have that figured out by now, right? But thank you so much, Sandra. You guys have a lot going on in South Hill. It's really moving that community forward. So this is the time for everybody to reflect a bit on South Hill and what Sandra had to talk to us about. So you can use this time to ask some questions of Sandra and or answer these questions. What was your aha moment? What really connected to some of the hurdles that you're experiencing? Give you some ideas for how you can move your community forward. What has worked in South Hill that your community or your program could implement or duplicate to make positive impact in your community? So feel free to use the hand raising. This is a chance to chat a little bit. So get going. Let's hear it. What do you got? Deidre. Just need to unmute, Deidre. You and I are
Sorry
on the
about
same
that.
path. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sandra. I was over here taking notes. So I have quite a few aha moments for me. One was the branding using the ARPA grant. I hadn't thought about getting a logo and slogan for Toano. So I'm excited to take that back to our organization to discuss. The visitor center, you mentioned that it was a hub for small businesses as well as visitors and new residences, and residents, and giving them new residence packets. How are you using the visitor center or planning to use the visitor center as a hub for small businesses? What type of information can the small businesses get from your visitor center?
From our visitor center, we have a representative from Small Business Development Centers there once a month to meet with our businesses, to help them with their business plan, to help them with their marketing.
Wow.
I can also assist them with marketing, as that's what I did for years. Also, they have the opportunity to be seen. They can have their information in the visitor center for residents and new residents to pick up, as well as the travel information that we have for around the state. So we can help them with all kinds of different things.
Okay. And then one additional thing I have, I don't want to take up all of your time, the questions in Q&A. And this is kind of simple, but what are some of the gifts or awards they get for some of those competitions, like the lamppost contest, ginger house competition? What do they get?
The lamppost gets a major award. They get a leg lamp. And then the runner-ups get the little leg lamp, like the things that's night lights. And our gingerbread competition people have gotten chamber bucks, which is a program that we have that you purchase chamber bucks at the visitor center, and then you take it out and use it in the business as kind of like a gift certificate. So we also have a program where we have Student of the Month, and we give them chamber bucks so that they're spending their money with our businesses and our community.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Who else has some questions? I see some compliments in the chat. This is a great holistic approach across the sectors of the chamber and tourism, Main Street. Thank you, Mary. The hub is also amazing for business assistance. Laura Messer responded with some links to the Virginia tourism grants. Lots of compliments here. And the decorating contest from Susan, she really liked that. Thank you, Laura, for posting the VTC contacts, representative information there too. Feel free to raise your hand, answer this question. There's got to be some more highlights, some aha moments. Anything else? All right, I won't push it too hard. So thank you so much, Sandra, for making time today to talk to the network. This is incredibly valuable information, and man, is it fun to toot your horn a little bit too, all the great work that's happening in South Hill. Everyone, we're looking for guest speakers, so know that there's an opportunity at a future interchange to share some information about what's happening in your community. I hear some good stories that are already sparked and beginning to happen. So I know there's even more. We only asked for one example. There's tons more, I'm sure. So thank you so much, everybody. All right, so let's look at what's coming up. So, there was some mention about this. Sandra says that South Hill aspires to be an advancing Virginia Main Street community. The way to do that is to apply and participate in our Mobilizing Main Street program. So this is a program, a Main Street program incubator. So it provides resources to help build out your program, both your organization and your strategies for lifting your community and its economic development opportunities. So the applications for that are due on the 8th of November. It's coming up very quickly. You can click on that hyperlink that will show you, okay, to view the Mobilizing Main Street application. So that is active once we share these slides with you, as well as a couple of webinars on how to apply, and then also your interests. Those who were interested, they asked a little bit deeper questions in that meeting. You've also got Explore Main Street Community Interchange. The next one isn't until January, so January 30th. But if you want to look at all of our activities that we have planned for 2025, you can find those on virginiamainstreet.com. So that's our blog and our training calendar and resources. You can find out more there. So are there any final thoughts, anything that hasn't been said that, if you asked, would reach a deeper level of clarity? We're here to help you out. And so this is where things open up a little bit more, if you haven't asked those questions already.
Kyle, can you reshare your screen with the presentation?
Uh-oh, did something happen?
Yeah, it's just our boxes currently.
Okay.
If not, we can figure it out.
I wonder what happened there. All right, so you see it? So here's everything that I just said in one slide. And then was asking just about anything further, any questions that you might have. This is the opportunity to tackle that. Deidre.
I was gonna say, Kyle, I assume you'll send us out a copy of this presentation.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, Zachary or one of us will. We'll make sure that you guys got to get a copy of this.
Awesome.
And the recording link. You betcha. Anything else? All right, y'all. Well, this is the Virginia Main Street team. Courtney Maley is our program manager. Got Amy Guzelitis, who oversees the Southwest portion. Blair, who couldn't be here today, is Northern. I'm the eastern part of the state and Zachary is southern, and we are down a team member and we'll be hiring soon. So keep that in mind. Please spread the word if you know somebody that would be a good fit for Virginia Main Street. And then this is our extended family, the Economic Development and Community Vitality Division here. So you've got all of our contacts for all of our programs at EDCV. So please utilize those. Reach out if you have any questions for Community Business Launch, Industrial Revitalization Fund, Virginia Enterprise Zone, or Go Virginia. It's everything, one-stop shop right here for all your layers of economic development. Otherwise, I think we're good to go if there aren't any other questions at this point. So thank you so much for coming today. And thank you, Sandra, for sharing about South Hill.